Hello there. Good evening, everybody. Apparently, I am live and I am going to try to copy this and send that to, or share that even in the in the Facebook. Just having a few delays. I was actually running very late after unexpected care. These things happen. So multitasking here now. And let's see if I can share this on my Facebook, and you'll be able to watch that on my YouTube. How clever is that? So, welcome to first episode of Talking Life for this year. We've done a few, but this is the first this year. So let's see if we can make technology work for us, shall we? Voila, I have the link. So apparently, if you press on this link, we don't know if it's going to work, but if it doesn't work, then I'll share the link with you all a bit later, perhaps. Not sure if it's going to work, but hey-ho. How are you all? Happy New Year and welcome to Talking Life. I hope you're all doing fabulous. What's the time? I'm only 11 minutes late. 11 is a good number, is it not? So, you might have, if you have been following my social media, you might have seen my poster, which I was really pleased about, actually. I did that in the very late hours last night, and I wanted to share my experience. You know what Talking Life is all about, sharing your experience with the rest of the world, and hopefully we'll learn from it. So let me go back to I hope you were impressed with my poster. I certainly was. And what I was trying to do, actually, to get the waves element in, because if you have been following my New Year thing, I did finally got around to doing a bit of skinny dipping on the first day, although late, on the first day of this wonderful year 2023, and I was rather proud because I've been wanting to do that for ages and ages and ages and haven't got round to doing it. And I still sound nasally. I have no idea why I sound nasally all the time. I even had an appointment today at a hospital in Guildford, and really they've checked my nasal, they've checked the throat and everything is normal. So why does one sound nasally? I wish I had the cure, or I wish I knew of a cure, and I would happily pay some money to get rid of this nasalment. I wonder if there is such a word. Well, I have not stopped all day, which has been unusual because I've been taking so much break. And so this is my first cup of tea in a while. So, that does go down well. So what I wanted to share about, I did a poster. How does nature helps our wellness? When we think about it, there are so many retreats, aren't they? There are so many retreats. There are so many people who are trying to sell you the solution, either in tablets or in milkshakes or protein shakes. And really what comes down to it is you need to connect with nature. And I was so compelled to share my first day of the year with the waves. I don't know why. And even like over Christmas period, just before Christmas, when we went to Devon and I wrote about the waves, I wrote a poem which you can find on allpoetry.com, and search for me and AngelaBSpragg. You will see the waves of the Ness. And I have read that poem so many times, which is not my usual habit, but I've loved it. I have loved a bit of my creation, and I loved connecting with the waves. And there was a beautiful conversation about the waves and what are they asking us to do. I am a water baby. I love the sea, and I love its fierceness. I love its passion. I love its the way it guides. I love the way it carries so many people from one connection to another. How many people the sea have seen uh, uh, where people have transitioned, if you like, or transferred from a place, a island, to another island. I think there is something magical about the sea. It's addictive. There are stories to be told about the sea. There are stories to be shared about unusual experiences of the sea. And if you talk to anybody who's spent a lot of time in the sea, on the sea, doing whatever, their life have experienced so much, and they will have much to share. I know a few friends who've taken a trip around the world in a yacht. There's a Clippers race that got uh, postponed when they were halfway around China. COVID happened, excuse me, and they had to postpone everything. And it was such a shame because it's like, oh my God, there are people who are just not scared. They're not scared uh, of the sea at all because they respect it, they honor it, they bow down to it. You can never challenge the sea. The sea is, it challenges you. It challenges you. And that was my very experience on the first. On the first, it was evening time. What day was it? Sunday. On Sunday, around about, I think it was 5 or 6 p.m., it got really, really dark. I mean, we were just traveling. We had 2 road trips that we had done, and we were looking forward to this because this was planned for this particular thing. Because I wanted to do skinny dipping, and I was contemplating whether we will have enough time to find a suitable place to do such an act because, everybody's off holidays. And if you live near the sea, there'd be families out in the sea. And the last thing you want is some nutcase with a wild hair taking her clothes off and jumping into the sea. So I was aware of that element, and I thought, where would be the suitable place? Because we were very short on time. And anyway, as luck would have it, it got really dark, and I thought, this is very dangerous because the sea sounded very, very choppy. And the sea sounded choppy, and it got darker and darker, and I thought, I have come so close to achieving my goal, and it's not going to happen. And I wasn't going to do it on the second. It had to be done on the first. So it did happen, and it got dark, which was convenient. A lot of people started disappearing, which was convenient, and we found this lovely spot, quiet, very quiet. Pebbles were making so much music as the waves traveled in and whooshed out. And it was just so therapeutic. So I thought I'll have a bit of Dutch courage and have a swig on Jura, as one does. And I did. yeah, and I started to undress, and I was trying to quieten the waves. I thought they were making a lot of noise. They were angry, and I was talking about whether really I should be risking it because any sensible person would have said, no, you shouldn't. Health and safety for starters. And I thought, I'm not taking that chance. It's the first day of the year, of the new year. And I've been waiting to do this. And luckily, I have a friend who's going to help me because I thought, you need somebody to make sure they watch your clothes and phones and things. You need somebody with you. And for a change, I had a volunteer and I wasn't going to let this opportunity pass. Anyway, waves were angry and I was trying to speak to the waves and said, calm down. There's no need for that. It's the first day of the year. Calm down. No, they were not calming down. So I thought, I have to do it. I just have to do it. Let's just get on with it. The water was freezing cold. It was about 10 degrees. The temperature didn't bother me. Soon as I, treaded very carefully on those pebbles, and pebbles hurt the most than the temperature of the water was fierce and it was frozen. I thought, any minute now, the waves are just going to pull me in, and that's it. There'd be, no more Angela. It was that fierce. So anyway, so we did manage to, well, I did manage to step into the little water that was on the edge just to test what it was like. And I thought, oh my God, I must be mad. I must be mad. But no, I didn't think that actually. I was too excited. I was like, yes, I finally. But once you are on the edge of the sea, and stepping into the waves, you can't just come this far and do all of this and arrange everything and not have a dip. No matter how dangerous it is, it just had to be done. So it did. It did get done. As I stepped into the waves very carefully, and it was very, very scary because the waves were so fierce. And I thought, oh my God, I really don't want to be in the news tomorrow. These two nutcases from London. Thinking, oh yes, they were stupid enough to commit such an act, and they have drifted off. The waves have taken them in, and now we don't know. We've sent a search party, and I didn't really want the headline in the news, and I was very aware. I was very aware. Anyway, so I stepped into the waves, and I just wanted to have a play, and I really, really do. Tells you in the video, by the way. Never mind the nude body behind me. So, the lost my flow there now. You've come this far, and you can't just not take that step. It just had to be done. But I was very, very careful because the waves were so fierce, and I was treading very carefully, and these cobbles, it felt like pebbles. It felt like cobbles, really sharp cobbles, digging into my, sole of the feet, and it was very painful to walk on them. And if I had something on my feet, I would have just danced and I have to do this. I have to go back and I have to dance in the waves like never before. And I wanted to jump. I wanted to dance. I couldn't because my feet were hurting. It's like my feet were hurting. I wasn't worried about the angry waves who wanted to engulf me in. I wasn't worried about the temperature, how freezing cold it was. I was worried about the pebbles hurting my feet. If I had known they were going to hurt that much, I would have been a little bit more prepared. But I think I like to take that dip again, even if I have to wear a costume. I love to roll around in it. Anyway, the reason why I've made such a big deal about the waves, I just see something in the waves. I don't know. It's just, is it a character that I resonate with? That the waves remind me of something that is in me? All I can say is it's the experience of going into the waves and enjoying the anger. You don't know, was it an angry wave or was it a thrilling wave? How I felt when I went in was a challenge almost, like it wasn't disrespect. I wasn't disrespecting the waves. I love the sea too much. But it almost compelled me to surrender into the fierceness of fun and fierceness of going into the unknown and fierceness of you have to surrender because you won't see the light after. I don't know. It felt very, very unfamiliar. It's not like I had lots to drink, but we did have big gulps of Jura. And the experience of the waves and the way the waves change your mood and force you to surrender. There was a very deep message or a deep note I shared with a friend. I would not have shared otherwise, but I just felt compelled to. I just wanted to sit there and listen to the sounds of the wave, and they were thrashing onto the stones, making beautiful music. it was such a, I don't know. It forces you to reflect. It forces you to look within, and as you know, I am all about looking within. I focus on self perspective coaching because often we bury ourselves in, don't we? We bury ourselves and we don't share or we don't look in. And I got very, very emotional, extremely emotional. And and as the drinking was happening, I just sat there and moon bathed. I just loved everything I did that evening, soaking myself under the moonlight, soaking the light of the moon, and going into the waves and letting the waves thrash my body with its fierce waves, but with care and love. I don't know how I can relate in that way with a wave, but it felt like a caress rather than a thrash, shall we say. So, as we sat for a little while, I think somebody has asked me a couple of times, were you not cold? No, I wasn't cold at all. I sat and bathed in the moonlight for a while. I was very, very reflective. There were some very deep emotions that surfaced, that came to light or came to surface, and that made me very, very emotional. So, this is really the reason why I felt compelled to share a little note on how the nature heals. You might have, I have shared in my previous episodes of Talking Life. Oh, Mr. Steve's here. Hello, Steve. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Steve?
You all right?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
How are you? All right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I can hear you. How are you? Let me call you.
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm okay.
So anyway,
Going in.
I was talking about oh, where did he go? Device not connected. Ah, oh, he's just disappeared. They will need to connect them before you can add them to the stream. Excuse me. Let me just send this to a friend of mine so he knows what's happening. So let's turn this notification because people seem to be contacting me. Excuse my cough. So the idea of having almost like a confessional times with the waves was very, very refreshing. Like I was saying, you might have heard me mention about the forest bathing. A lot of people who spend a lot of time in front of computers or technologies, they tend to um, then go into the forest and bathe in it and stay for a few days because it almost like it neutralizes the it neutralizes all the crap that you pick up from from technology. So, hi, Steve. Can't see you, but I was sharing my experience of my skinny dip.
You skinny dip.
Your voice is so clear.
Where did you go for your skinny dip?
Hastings.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
So tell us about your skinny dip then.
I've already shared it. I took my clothes off and went in and had pictures taken.
Where are the pictures?
Well, you have to be of certain age before I can share them. Are you above 18?
No, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm
So
not. I'm not 18, but if you send them over, I'll be so grateful. I could sell them to the Sun. The Sun newspaper will buy them.
did you not see my
I
post
can
on
make some
Facebook?
money.
Did you not
No,
see
I
my
haven't.
oh, I shared it, but I added the music to it so you can't expand my rear. Oops, did I just say
Right,
that?
okay.
Check out my Facebook, darling.
I'll,
I will
I'll
send
have a
you.
look at your rear later on.
But it was,
Even though I've seen it
Steve.
about a couple of times now.
Now. But it was, the experience with. I mean, we sat there for a while, and I wasn't cold. It was 10 degrees, but I wasn't cold. Water was freezing, but it really made me a little bit emotional because I shared things with Anthony, like the things I just wouldn't share. Like they were deeply buried, and I felt compelled to share. So that was my experience with the waves, and today's show was about how the nature heals you, you know. So it's like a recovery. It's almost like the recovery I needed, or healing I needed, and I had no idea I needed it. It's like that. It was really quite an
Mm.
experience. I had my sinuses checked today, and they
I
put
bet
this
it was
horrible.
quite serious.
What's that?
So when you went in for your skinny dip, was it a lot of people on the beach and they ran?
It was dark. It was dark.
Oh, it was dark. Did you go on the beach with Anthony?
Yeah.
Ah, right. Yes. Yes.
He was my photographer.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. You wish- Are you
Yeah.
selling? Are you selling your photographs?
No, I don't think
Hang
anyone would
on,
be
let's
interested.
contact the mirror. I've got some photographs for you. £1,500 a piece.
Well, I don't think I'll get
All
that
right, I'll
much.
sell
But
them.
you'll sell them, will you?
You will. You might do. No, I'm only joking. No, I'm only joking. Do you know what happened to me? I'm taking over your show, and I tell you why I come on for is to tell everybody that I'm back on Monday, and with better shows, better platform, and also we've got some
Yeah.
big people coming on. So watch out for that
Mm.
on Monday.
Yeah. Okay.
But in the meantime, what I've got to ask you is this: that you go around saying to people like, about relationships and stuff. So are
Yeah.
you actually in a relationship now, or is it you're still going on a one night bender or something like that?
Well, I'm going on few night benders. Why have one night when you can have a few? Am I in a relationship? No, I'm checking this relationship out to see if this man is worth my time. He knows.
Well, he's a nice bloke.
He's a nice bloke. I know lots of nice blokes, but everyone's going to be nice when you meet them. I know he's very nice. I'm still putting him through paces.
All right, you're putting him through place paces. All right, okay.
Yeah,
And
I know you like him.
there's a, there's a couple of questions that I need to ask before I turn off. Actually, you're in
Yeah,
the
go on.
you're in the you're in the church choir, and you're something to do with the church.
Yes.
So, does it matter when you come on here and tell everybody what you get up to? You're the
Well,
vicar of whatever church you go to. I hear it.
my church knows what I'm doing. I don't keep this quiet. I'm not doing anything wrong. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing
Well,
wrong?
you're coming
I
on
speak to
here
my
and you're telling
I
everybody.
speak I speak to my vicar and the lady vicar. They know what I'm about. What am I doing wrong? I'm not doing anything wrong.
You're being sinful.
How? How?
There'll be someone in her up. Don't tell her. What? Well,
How?
you're saying you're doing this and doing that,
Yes.
and you're an urgent choir person,
Yes. So what am I doing
and
wrong?
you putting all us to you put us to shame.
In what?
Well, you pull a lot of bells, don't you? You do bell pulling, don't you?
Oh yeah, but I love the church because it's building community, supporting your community. I love the bell ringing. I love streaming the services, church services on Facebook. I support wherever I can support, um, and I'm not doing anything wrong where relationships concerned. Yeah.
No,
Um,
no, no, no.
yeah.
I just thought I'd mention that because I'm just trying to wind you up. You know what I
Steve, you
mean?
can never wind me up. You have to try much harder than that. Nothing winds me up.
I will, I will, I will try to.
Try harder.
It's a bit thingy. Anyway, guys, sorry I came on because I thought. Anyway, I'm back on Monday. Thank you very much for more shows and everything. And next week we're back to normal. Sorry, um, I've
How are
been
you
away
feeling,
for a long
Steve?
time, but I had to
Yeah, how are you
recover.
feeling?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm all right. We
Do you
had,
want to share
you
what
know,
happened?
we had the carols.
Hmm.
What?
You want to share what happened? You want to
Sorry.
share with the audience? Did you wanted to share why you were off the radio for a while?
What about
Hey?
why I was off? It was
Yeah.
because I was just drained out. I just if you're doing it if you're doing it for like every day and you're doing it for like
Yeah.
7 hours a day,
Yeah.
you know, you get so tired, you know, and it was one. I finished one show, then in about 2 minutes I was on another one, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you know. Then you're trying to work out what you say to that person because I
Yeah.
don't. I used to write down the questions, but I don't now. I just wing it through.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how I do it. So, but no, I was just drained out. I just like I come to a point where I needed to get away from all this
Yeah.
kind of like have a little break. Then next minute, I was getting lots of people to me, you know, when you're kind of starting again, things like that, you know. So I said to him, well, I'll start after in January. So that's what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
I'm
I
back
think
on Monday.
work balance is important. You've overworked. You do so much outside radio. So you've overworked.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
haven't rested
yeah. I
properly.
know.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
like
I was shattered. You know, New Year's. Sorry.
it's like you do a lot of work outside the radio. The stroke survivor club that you run, Exmouth Stroke Club, and then all the members you look after, all the support that you do a lot. You and Michelle do a lot. So I think some you need to fit in some rest time as well.
Well, yeah. We were planning to go away the other day to
Yeah,
a place called DFS. You know,
yeah,
a settee and a bed and all that.
yeah.
So me and Michelle's going to go in there tomorrow, and we're going to try out all the beds and everything. You know,
And who's being
we
sinful
were going to
now?
get this. We were. Well, I'm only winding you up. But may I say,
And
they got
I
this
know you're a
wonderful
church
water
goer.
bed at the moment. Yes, but I repent of my sin. But
Well, why
the
do you
trouble
think I
is,
go to
though, what
church
we've got
on
to realise
Sunday?
is that yes, well, I am relative to sin every day. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm thinking about buying one of these double beds,
Yeah,
right? Which is very brand new, water just come out, right? And you can make it as comfortable as you want.
right.
Trouble is, so it's like they said you do not have any love making on it because
What?
you know if you do, the you'll be up in yeah oh yeah the woman will be up in the air and the man will be on the pole. So you don't do anything like that.
Well, you got to test it
And
out now. Test that theory.
and the puncher kit you got to get. Well, we're going up tomorrow. Yeah, we're going up tomorrow. With me and Michelle's going up tomorrow. We're going to
Yeah.
test it
Okay.
out.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Do send
And
us
you
a
know what? They're
feedback.
going to charge us a puncture kit, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I'll send you a video. Don't worry about that. Oh, yeah, I'll send you a video. We're sending videos from our onwards. Yeah, yes, yes. So, anyway, did you go out New Year's Eve?
Yes, I did. You haven't been following my social media. This is where everything happens, Steve. You haven't seen me dancing.
Oh, I did see you dance at the club.
New Year's
You
Eve.
danced at the club meeting.
No, not that one.
No, you
New Year's
danced at
Eve.
the. All right.
Yeah. So just follow my
Yeah.
Facebook, AngelaBSpragg, and you get all her activities. Well, not all, but some of her activities.
I can't. It says add. It says add friend. You took me off your Facebook.
No, I haven't. That can't be true. Let me check.
Have a look. Have a look.
I tagged you in the other day.
Well,
Oh. No, I haven't
don't worry
deleted
about
you,
it.
darling.
Don't worry.
I don't.
It's okay.
Well, I'll add you back on. How come there's two of you, three of you? Why is there two of you here?
Where?
I
Two of me
haven't
here.
disconnected you, darling. I don't do that. I haven't disconnected you. I don't know what happened there.
Why is it two of me here?
Yeah, there's two of you on Facebook.
Oh, she's drunk. Yeah, yeah, she is.
Who, me?
Well, the trouble is, Michelle said, "Are you drunk? Is that why you're 60 people?"
No. There's two different profiles. I am drinking water and wine because I'm a good girl. But I'm also having some tea because it's been a long day. I need tea first.
So where is your loved one to now then? Has he gone back to the
No, he's
southeast
hiding
or
in the
whatever?
kitchen. He's hiding in the kitchen.
What's he doing cooking?
He's got an out on, so he's being away from the camera.
So it's I know what you're doing. He's cooking your tea. He's got an apron on, and he's naked.
He's being a
yes.
he's being a naked
Yes.
chef. I said, take your time. No need to hurry.
He wants to cook some sausages. Yeah. Yes, I suppose so. Yes.
Is your mind working
Yeah.
overtime
Yeah.
again, Steve?
Well, I can't say about my sausage because I haven't got one.
You've got that little sparkle in your eyes, like you are thinking about something naughty.
No. I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I wasn't thinking about something naughty. I was thinking about. I wish I only had a sausage. But I haven't got no sausage no more. You know? Yes, I haven't got no sausage no more. My hair's in a mess.
No, they look cute.
My hairdresser supposed to came around the other day. Never turned up.
They look like a baby's hair, like babies shuffled it. They look cute.
Michelle said I'll go in bold on my head on the top.
Yeah.
I'll be like a monk in a minute.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about
it. Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about boldness.
So,
What? What?
Oh yeah, because your old man is bold anyway, isn't he? So
bold is sexy,
darling. When you're in bed, do you go like to his head? When you're in bed, do you go like this to his head? Hello, darling. Hello.
But he does have hair. He has hair on the right places. I'm sorry that we are discussing him because he can hear us. What did Michelle say?
Yeah, well, yeah. Yes.
What
That's
did
not nice,
Michelle
is
say?
it?
What did she say?
She said it's not. That's not nice.
What?
She said it's not nice.
What is not nice?
What you said about not nice? I'm going on about your old man being bold.
But I am not talking about it. Steve is, Michelle.
Steve is. I am talking about it.
You're not being very nice.
Oh no, I'm not very nice.
Say it to his face, would you?
All right, darling. I love you, baby. Anyway, anyway, on today's talk, talking about relationships and what happens when you fall out.
Nobody listen to him. He ain't got a bloody clue.
So anyway,
Yeah.
So what you're going to talk about then? I'll stay here and listen.
No, I've already talked about it. I've talked about like my experience with the waves and how it helped me to resolve an issue that I wasn't even aware that I had, and it was very emotional.
What issue was that?
Well,
All
they were
right.
like, no,
Angela, I'm not trying to be fun. I'm not trying to be funny.
no.
Angela, I'm not trying to be funny, but
I
you
know.
do have many. You do have many issues, and I want to
I
find out what is it. You've got one. You're sex maniac. You're an alcoholic. What is
They're
it?
good issues. They're good ones. I'm talking about the ones I don't talk about. Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Can of
Yeah.
Coke.
This was like very old dilemma that I carried within, and also my recent, moving out of the house very rapidly with my ex, and like when you just don't talk about it, you don't think about it, but it sits there, and then it just comes out. And I just felt very hurt that how I help so many people and people end up hurting
Yes.
me. So we talked about it, that came to surface, and I helped somebody I almost considered very, very close to my heart. And I helped with the wedding and everything. And we don't even speak, we don't even speak. And there are relatives that I have helped with my dad. And it's like there are some people that we have helped and they just stab us in the back. It's like, why do people do that? So there were things that I don't normally have
I
the
don't
time
know.
to talk about, and they just came to surface and it made me emotional and I cried. And I was so overwhelmed that I was sick even, I had a very sickful moment, and without realizing it, I actually felt like, oh my God, I've never visited that subject. I've never talked about that. I am one of those, Steve. Let's just move on. Next, let's go. This is all forgotten about. Let's go. I'm one of those. Those certain issues, you sort it out, you just move on. We don't need to talk about it. And I am all about talking about it, hence the Talking Life show. So we talk about it a lot, but where I get so busy, I tend to just bury things. It's like, I'm not bothered by it. Let's move on. But this particular hurt stayed in me, and I didn't even realize it was in me.
Right.
It only came out when I started to bathe in the waves of Hastings, naked. Totally naked. And I loved it. I'm going back.
Seems full. Battle, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. The farm. Yeah.
Have you come
Like
across?
horse and about 3
What's 5 ducks?
5 ducks.
2 geese.
Yeah, 2 geese.
What's that about?
Yes.
2 dogs.
The animals that was on the farm where I lived in
Okay.
Battle.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to show you a bit of a film that hang on for a second. I'm going to before I go.
Okay.
She be at it. Just keep on cooking for her. Never mind, eh? Tell him stick. Is he cooking for you? Is he?
Well, he kind of is preparing a platter, shall we say?
A platter. I hope he doesn't chop his, thing off.
No, he has very skillful hands, so I'm not worried.
All right. Oh God, I don't really want to hear this. Oh, this is.
You walked into that, didn't you?
I don't really want to hear this. Anyway, but what I'm trying to say is, how did you meet him, man? How did you meet him? We all want to know.
I basically told the universe I need a man who ticks all the boxes and move my bins and things like that, and he disappeared, just like that.
That's it. And guys, and you know what she did? You know what Angela did? She actually took a photo of him moving the bins. Yeah. Didn't you, Angela?
Well, I just don't know how to move the bins sometimes because I've never done it. So he comes over and moves the bins for me.
Yeah. See, and she had to go to kind of like, video him or take a picture of him moving the bins.
I know he's kind of perfect, isn't he? He's just so lovely.
Yeah. So anyway, so when's the big day then for this wedding?
No. I am still experimenting. He can be so lovely, but he still has to pass all the tests.
So what kind of test does he have to pass?
Well, he's passed the bedroom test.
I don't really want to know that. He passed the bedroom test. I really want to know that.
Yes, you did.
It's like having. Oh no, I won't say. Right, anyway. What's
Yeah,
the next one? What's the next test?
He's good with the bins. He's good in the kitchen. He's good at making me laugh. I mean, at the moment, he's doing a lot of passing, so I think I have to toughen up a little bit.
I bet that poor bloke, right, is chained down in the kitchen, right, between the cooker and the. Right, and she's got a whip and say, right, you will do my tea tonight.
No, he's not chained, but he doesn't mind being chained.
Right. He's not chained, but he likes to be chained. Joe. Can we try that someday? To be chained. I could always chain you to like a rail track,
Oh,
and I'll let you know when the pan's chained.
That's not sexy at all.
Sorry?
How can you say that about Michelle? You need chaining up.
I'm chaining up. Oh, yeah, I love it. Please chain me up. Yeah, I love it. Yes. Anyway, so talked about your show then, and on your show you talked about you went into the sea and you enjoyed the waves and everything.
Yeah, it's how the nature
That's lovely.
helps you. Yeah, it's how the nature helps you. Nature's everywhere. Go for a walk. Go for forest bathing. Go for moon bathing. Go for sunbathing. Go for a swim.
And actually, guys, before I go, I'll tell you something. When you
Yeah.
go to the beach with your partner, and if it's late at night, go
Yeah.
for a swim with your partner, but
Yeah.
also make sure you make passionate love. When the
Yeah.
sea is going over you, it's really nice.
Yeah. It was a
Yes.
bit cold for that, so we didn't bother.
Yeah.
We might.
You know,
Yeah, I think that was a bit too open. You do have to mind the laws of the country. So I don't think that would have been a good idea.
say that you're Adam and Eve.
Oh, I like that sound. I like the sound
Yes,
of
say
that.
that you're Adam and Eve. Just if they say something about anything, but your boyfriend say, sorry, one week someone nicked our clothes.
Yeah. Well,
and someone's nicked his fig leaf.
Fig leaf. Well, I'm just going to say, Steve Beer said we could, so we did.
Well, anyway, Angela, it's nice talking to you again.
And you, darling.
I'll let you go. Yes. You can go and have your dinner now. Get the dinner on. She's waiting for the sausage. The chipolata. Has he got the chipolata?
No. He hasn't let me down yet. But thank you for being here, Steve, and thank you for your time. And have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. And we'll speak soon. Okay?
Yeah, you take care.
Okay,
Bye-bye,
darling. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good night to Michelle. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you for listening and take care. Lots of love. From AngelaBSpragg at Talking Live, who is not yet drunk, and sharing a wonderful platform, Crossroads Podcast UK Radio with Steve Beer. Take care. God bless.